This is a really, really crunch game and a hugely significant match as time is running out for them to edge their way above that dotted line and to safety and to avoid dropping straight back down into the Championship after just one season.
There's not been an awful lot, really, apart from 2s and 3s.
A good ball into the centre. Oh, and is that a foul? Is that a penalty? It is a penalty to Watford. It was a rash challenge initially. Oh, but the offside flag has gone up, which is not a huge surprise, I have to admit. When I was doing my statistics ahead of this game, I thought if I was a betting person, I'd be putting a fiver on 0-0 all the way, which means someone's going to score now. Here's João. Looking for Raúl Jiménez, and he scores! Raúl Jiménez right on cue!
Well, I think Hodgson will be disappointed, especially the fact that they had a throw-in in their final third. Eventually gets dispossessed. Podence does really well, but then you've got the little bit of telepathy between João and Jiménez. I don't think he strikes it particularly well, but sometimes those little scuffers do go in. Here we have a look. Good movement there, you see, in behind Samir, and then as Ben Foster comes out, he just tucks it to the far post. They won't care how the goals go in. Very important that they got the first one.
Talking about how Raúl's unable to head a ball the way he was. Lovely leave there, and Johnny. And it's still Johnny. João's there. Aït-Nouri, and it's an own goal. Wolves 2 to the good.
Well, you have to say that Ruben Neves plays a great ball, and it's Daniel Podence who leaves it to Johnny Otto. But I was thinking there, when that ball came over to Aït-Nouri, why didn't he hit it first time? Johnny Otto does well, shapes to go down the right, comes in on his left-hand side, and there you see Aït-Nouri at the far post. You like to see that, wing back to wing back, and then all of a sudden the ball is played in to a dangerous area, and you have to say that is Cucho Hernández who eventually gets that little touch in, and Roy Hodgson not particularly happy.
I've spoken to a lot of Watford supporters and listened to several Watford podcasts in the build-up to this game, and their supporters very down on the side and down on their chances of staying up. Oh, what's the goalkeeper done? And a chance here to make it 3-0, and that's a horror show from Ben Foster, and that's an easier goal, as you like, and it's all so straightforward for Wolves at Molineux. Watford again capitulating at the back.
He's got his composure sorted out. Here's the ball going back to Ben Foster, and you can see there at times the goalkeeper wants to take another touch. He doesn't have to at times, but you have to say that Daniel Podence does really well. He's kept his composure, as the right to say. He's still got a lot of work to do. Has to have a little look up. Yes, it's an empty net, and you might think that's quite easy, but I tell you what, technically, that is absolutely superb from Podence.
And it's on his less favoured left foot as well. What can they create here? And it's a chance, and it's King. And he should have scored. It was a really good move, a really good driving run, but it was not a very good finish.
No, absolutely right, and he should be doing a lot better than that. Good enterprising run from Moussa Sissoko. You can see the diagonal movement of Joshua King. He has that little touch, and then he just gets his foot underneath the ball. You see there with José Sarr, his positioning is quite decent. If it comes along the deck, I'm sure he's going to smother that.
It's Kabasele in towards the danger area, and King's there, looking to create something. Good block though. Excellent stuff from Johnny, and away eventually by Saiss. And as far as Kabasele.
It was a decent strike, you have to say, but have a look at the goalkeeper, knows exactly where his goal frame is.
Moutinho lofts it beautifully for Aït-Nouri, has Jiménez with him, what a flick! Jiménez again on! Hee-Chan Huang couldn't find the finish.
Jiménez, I just wondered there whether or not Aït-Nouri might have been in an offside position to start off with, but what a flick that was to backheel that ball into the path of Jiménez.
Wolves fans taking the mickey out of Ben Foster somewhat. They enjoyed that, and Podence tries his luck once again, surely. Not enough height on it on that occasion, but Neves. Looking for a run of Raúl Jiménez. That's a horrible moment again at the back. Kabasele with the clearance. That's a misjudgment from Saiss. And Wolves could be in trouble here. That's a foul by Saiss, and surely that's a yellow card. He's not going to quibble with this. Easy decision for Darren England. Loser. And took a hefty deflection on its way through.
This is the time where he's really got to get that ball up and over the wall.
And Watford keep the ball alive. What can they create here? They have bodies in the box. They have the centre-half Samir still up there. So too Kabasele's up there from defence. And Kabasele's there. Did it come off the Belgian? Or he's claiming it didn't come off him. The referee thought it did.
Well, I thought that was excellent defending from Willy Bolly. Does really well, gets himself into a good position where he's not going to allow Kabasele a free header.
Here's Neto. Podence takes it off him. Oh, and that was a horrible moment again defensively.
Well, you have to say once again, Daniel Podence, good incisive run. And then you've got that little clip, wasn't it?
Podence with a corner for Wolves. Oh, and here's Neves underneath it. And that won't count. The referee, Darren England, already blew his whistle and spotted something.
Inside of that 18-yard box. You can see a lot of players. I don't see an awful lot in that, to be honest with you.
Finished second in the top flight in their first ever season in it. Here's Johnny in a little bit of space once again. And Neto's in there, but not enough power on the shot. The header to trouble Ben Foster.
Has a little touch, has a little look up, and then sees Neto towards the far post. Even so, good opportunity.
Here's Neto, good ball in towards Fabio Silva, just couldn't get enough on it.
Well, you have to say he does really good, because it takes a little deflection from Craig Cathcart to start off with.
Podence, Neto. Aït-Nouri busting a gut to get there. Chiquinho. Neves urged to shoot by the supporters, trying to find the space. Oh, and that is absolutely magnificent from Ruben Neves. We've come to expect the shot from distance, but that was a touch of class.
Aït-Nouri causing problems over on that left-hand side. Again, wing back to wing back. He was looking to have that first shot, and then he could see where Ben Foster's position was. There's the little header, as we say, from Coutinho. Gets himself set, has a little look, and then it's a perfect lob, isn't it? What a goal that is from Ruben Neves. You normally see him having blockbuster efforts from 25 yards, 30 yards. But I tell you what, he won't score a better cultural goal than that. And that is the icing on the cake for the home side.
How they lift themselves. They are missing players. They've got Ismaïla Sarr to come back, who's a key attacking player for them. You hope there's nothing too serious from a Josh King point of view, bearing in mind he's been struggling with that hamstring injury, but it's all over and the night belongs to Bruno Lage and Wolverhampton Wanderers. 3 first half goals really did the damage, and then Ruben Neves with the pick of the goals. An absolutely stunning effort late in the game. Watford have so much work to do if they're to avoid the relegation trapdoor. It's finished at Molineux. Wolverhampton Wanderers 4, Watford 0.